First thing that we did is to look at how animation and dance has fused together in the past. We pull out some shots from YouTube and look at how dance movements and storytelling fuse together. But from day one, we have decided that we want to have ownership over the story, and it will have nothing to do with the dance. As in, we could get inspired by and be influenced by the dance, but the end product is not a dance. In short, there will be no rotoscoping and no direct tracing, and it's the rule number one in this production. For example, a dance sequence has appeared in Ocean 12, and the Chief is using dance movements to avoid the lasers. I think it's brilliant. And we look at the potential fight sequences, about how we can make those movements into agile fighting moves. And Elvin suggested a teleporting assassin and killer like Nightcrawler. So we look at them for inspiration. From then, Neko and I did a series of animation studies to explore the movements of aforementioned assassin, and how the graceful movements of the dancer can blend together with the teleportation and fightings and stuff like that. But soon we found that this concept might not be able to stand too solid on its own, and we decided to move on and explore other concepts as well.
One night we sat down and watched cat soup. Then we went out to buy mushrooms and ate them over a fire, started with a computer. Cat soup was a fun, happy little piece about a guy cat going after his sister cat, who was half dead. Long story short, it was weird. Then I got the idea of making the piece something that's bizarre, that makes no sense, while keeping the dance sequence as a reference of the main character's movements. We also watched Eternal Family, which we thought that the idea of a game show, something like the Truman Show, very striking, and we thought of putting a weird character who ended up in a screwed up, bizarre situation for the narrative. Then we had to think of our character. We thought that animating a slender character, that of a real dancer's build moving to the dance movements that he did, was no fun. So we decided on a fat one. We got through a few ideas that were eventually scrapped. And the first one was a zombie who lost its brain, and it's about it breaking into or out of a castle. The next one we had was this idea of a fat technician falling down from a tall telephone pole. Then the zombie became an orangutan with a chip for its brain, and then all of a sudden it just became Pavarotti, Luciano Pavarotti, the tenor. We also thought of this poodle that wanted to sing like Pavarotti, who stole his brain from his grave, and so off goes Pavarotti in search for his brain. That's where Pavi and the pursuit of his braininess sort of just started. We had all kinds of ordeals for Pavi. Giant typing octopus, cars crashing at him, Justin Timberlake, torture machines, powered piranhas, Tourette's, zombie chefs, poodles in samurai suits, Sadako, Transformers.
It is kind of amazing that all these ideas pop up over lunch and dinner when all three of us are sitting down, eating and chatting, and suddenly all these ideas just pop up. So it's kind of fun. It's a kind of very good experience for all of us. This is our running commentary on our animatic posted together with our visionary director, Neko.
Who came up with the idea to adjust the who's going to sing?
Okay, we actually wanted to make it look like a real Pavarotti showcase, so to mislead the audience to believe that it's a serious piece, before it became really bizarre and with cats popping out and slapping his brain out. Can you believe it? All of this is Neko's idea, man. It's so cool.
By the way, Neko is here
Lying
with us.
is a sin, you're going to hell. Why wasn't the blood in the end?
This show has to be shown in the public, and public includes children.
And
That's the point.
He sees the brain and he goes after his brain. The whole story revolves around him getting to his brain.
Yep. And we, of course, we put in a lot of obstacles for him, like cars or glasses.
We tried to think of the most obscure worlds to put our character through, to detach it from dance itself. All its movements are based on dance. So
Yeah. So if you're asking where the dance is, there you go. That's the dance.
dance
So,
here, dance there, dance here, dance there, and dance.
Yeah. And all those evasion movements are based on those agile stuff that you see in dance. So, and the tornadoes became a transformer.
Yeah, in the
That was
final
a
cut,
suggestion.
he never made it.
Yeah.
But it's off
And this scene where the background got torn out by cloth is actually inspired by Mind Game, Japanese anime.
yeah, that's right. Anyway, this is TV head woman pregnant,
slaps him.
vicious thing.
The pregnant TV-headed woman shoots squids at.
Yeah, squids.
Too bad the squids didn't make it in the
Yeah.
final cut either.
I had takoyaki that day.
Yeah, that's why all the squids are gone.
And the next character,
Sadako pops in.
Nico's pet.
Yeah.
Daughter.
Yeah. Her daughter. His daughter.
Adopted.
She proceeds to violently crush Parvati.
Cuts off his
Slices
legs,
Yep.
drops down to mock at him, and I guess you're playing on a stereotype here.
Yeah. Most likely. Stereotype, yeah. Like horror genre. Right?
Horror genre.
Yeah.
It's like scary movies.
The ending is staged in the style of Dawn first rejected, like an advertisement that has totally no link to the narrative before it. I think it amplifies the sense of bizarreness that the narrative itself has built, and it ends with a bang with totally nonsense, non-related stuff. We all think it's pretty cool.